dad was a Marine for over 30 years. He's a character, and he was a great dad. So as he got up in age, I was looking for something to honor him and honor his memory, and not only his, but those that have gone before him and served their countries, and those that will in the future. I approached Timothy and said, hey, do you think you could put together a Requiem for me? In fact, I have a title for it, and I like to call it Requiem for a Warrior.
This spring, he said, I want it to be, I want a piece, I want a Requiem for a Warrior. He said, and not just for my dad, but for all warriors. So I was thinking about that, and I realized there was a piece that I had written that was a sort of Requiem for a Warrior. It was a piece for violin, viola, cello, and piano. I was very pleased with it. I felt like it said what I was trying to say, but I also felt it still had more potential.
Months ago, Tim says, I think we can do this, and are you ready to move forward?
I went to a friend of mine, Jeffry Newberger, the conductor, and asked him, what kind of forces would we be looking at here? What would it take to make this happen? Jeff and I were at Catholic University together, and then since we've both stayed in the DC area, we've worked together several times a year for the last 8 or 10 years, and he's just an outstanding musician, great violinist, great singer, great conductor.
When I asked Tim to put this together, I had no idea and no expectations on what the results would be. And I really didn't want to give him any direction. I really wanted him to, as an artist, to create something special, and I knew he would, and he did.
You want a piece to have an arc, where it sort of it opens and then it builds tension and then it resolves. And so I chose 3 texts from the Requiem Mass: the opening, the introit, eternal rest granted to them, O Lord. And then the middle movement is the De Profundis, which is Psalm 130, out of the depths I've cried to you, O Lord. And that's sort of the crisis movement. And then the resolution movement is the final, the hymn that we sing to them in paradise.
I think the third movement, when the female voices come in, they sound like angels. And in my mind, my interpretation, escorting the warriors off to heaven and comforting those who are left behind.
There's a scene from the Iliad where Patroclus has been killed and his body is brought into the camp of Achilles. And when it's brought in, all of the women gather around it. And they're all singing sort of the elegy. They're singing the song at the death of this warrior. And it says each, they're singing for Patroclus, but it says each calling up from within her heart her own private griefs. And to me, that captures what art is doing and what a song like this is doing. On the one hand, it's singing for one particular warrior, but on the other hand, everyone who's singing has their own private griefs. We've all got lost ones that we love, for whom we're singing this. And I think that's what art can offer, and that's what I'm hoping to offer in this piece.
It moves me every time I listen to it. Every time I listen to it, I hear something different or get something else out of it. It's just good music.
I would love for people to sing it, people to perform it. I would love for people to enjoy it, and for it to be meaningful to people.